Hello and welcome back to Fire Queen Tarot 1313. This is your Fire Queen Brie coming to you with another pick a song of Dark Goddess message. And this is Speak Your Truth. There is words behind your power. There is power behind your words. So pile 1, we have Isis and Resurrection. Pile 2, we have Cerridwen and Inspiration. And pile 3, we have Medea and Deception. So take a minute, resonate on your piles, and I will see you at your reading. Blessed be, my loves. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Fire Queen Tarot 1313. If you chose Isis, or, and I didn't even actually put out the song, but your song is Praying by Kesha. And the message behind Isis with Resurrection is, if you are martyring yourself for the greater good in your life, or what you think to be is the greater good, it is definitely time to stop that. So I'm going to go ahead and read the Dark Goddess message for you. And yes, my glasses are missing because you know what? I'm getting older, and like the seeing, like it's too, like I can't see close up and far away. It's just ridiculous, but it is what it is. All right, Isis, Resurrection. Self-sacrifice, the price is paid. Needs of others have been made. The time to rise and become the best for you and your kingdom. By the power of the Dark Goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. And the Dark Goddess foresight is stop behaving like a martyr. Always help with a loving heart and never resentment. Hand over any guilt to Isis. Make a commitment to be kind to yourself. Make a list of your goals and take steps to achieve them. Take control and responsibility of your life. Seize the day. Now, if, and with praying, now if you are, I'm not going to get into the story behind praying because that is Kesha's story and it's not mine to tell. But I do stand with her because I absolutely believe her, because you don't write a song like Praying and you ain't been through some shit in any way, shape, or form. So I definitely stand with Kesha. But I'm not going to get into that. Because it's not my story to tell for her. And if you want to know about it, look it up, because I'm not here to spread any of that. But in the first line in the song is, I'm proud of who I am. No more monsters, I can breathe again. And you said that I was done. You were wrong, and now the best is yet to come. I can make it on my own. Ooh, I don't need you. I found a strength I never known. So you get the point. And the hook is, I hope you somewhere praying. I hope your soul is changing. I hope you find your peace, falling on your knees, praying. Whoo. So if there is, and I feel like anybody that this resonates for is if you have family members that are plagued with religion, or as I like to say, plagued with Christianity, there's a lot of hypocrisy within the religious community, which is why I abandoned my Christian faith. And I said abandon. I meant that too. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I abandoned it. Because if it just seems like a spiritual con. Religion in itself seems like a spiritual con. So I will get more into that later, but I want to get into this message. Let's get an angel message for you guys. Spirit, ancient ancestors, guardian angels, beings of love and light surrounding my amazing pile ones. What is the angel message that you of encouragement that you have for my pile ones? And this is all about speaking your truth. So if there are family secrets that you have had to bear the brunt of, and when I say, I mean, and whatever that would be for you, child abuse, whether it be sexual assault, and I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but SA, or anything like that, where if you've been sitting on your truth, it's time to speak. And I know it is not easy. It is not easy to stand up, and if you were alienated because of it, just know some paths are meant to be walked alone, while you gain your strength. But there is courage in speaking up. There is. And there is a release in speaking up. So if you are the black sheep of your family and you have been, pigeonholed, and if you are still starting to feel like that is all you will ever be, nobody will ever take you serious, don't give a fuck about them. Let them go. Because just because you was born into them don't mean they meant for you. Some people, some family members are truly a lesson, and a lesson to get you to the strongest, most possible, resilient version of yourself. But I feel like once you speak your truth, that is when your resurrection will come into play, because it's time. And like I said, you're not here to be loved. Not when you have a story to tell, especially if their narrative does not align with the truth. Sometimes I pray for you and I. Someday, maybe you'll see the light. Oh, some say in life you're gonna get what you give, but some things only God can forget. And I'm not doing that scream because no, that's not okay. But I gotta chill when I sang that part. Some things only God can forgive. You forgive yourself for accepting anything that was less than what you deserved, but leave that to them. Leave that to God, because whatever they've done to you, that's on them. And that is their hell to pay. And I'm starting to get heated. So let's get this angel message, get a little positivity in, and then let's go ahead and get a message from Spirit. We're going to do a 3-card energy surrounding you, energy that you are embodying or Spirit wants you to embody, and energy that needs to be released. All right. This isn't going to be a long reading. Well, maybe not. But I did pre-shuffle a Rebel message or a Rebel Oracle message. And then I also pre-shuffled some messages from my Spiritual Tea deck. And then we'll live shuffle the Moonology. We are coming off of the new moon. So that is all about, starting manifestations, trying to draw in new energy for yourself. And then also, yesterday I spent crying, purging. Yesterday was rough. That new moon energy was rough, but I needed it. Because there's just some things that I'm trying to get to the next level for myself. And I feel like I'm stagnant. And I feel like I'm stagnant for a reason. Because there's something that I'm missing. There's either something that I'm missing, or it's just not time for things to jump off the way that I want them to. But I'm an Aries, and patience is not a virtue for us by any stretch of. I'm an Aries sun and Venus, but I am grateful that Libra moon does help keep me a little balanced, and that Pisces ascending definitely. And I feel like I am in that energy because more of my Pisces readings are resonating. So yeah, always check your chart. Astro chart is a great place to do that. Just know your birth time and city and state where you were born. And I do recommend knowing your birth time. And the reason why is because at different times of day, the planetary aspects that are aligned for is going to give you a more accurate reading. So yeah, definitely. So the first message that you got was 99. I am courageous. It is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. I am courageous. And again, what I'm getting mostly with courageous is you have something to say. And it's time to say it, and Spirit will support you in that. Now, again, you may lose, you may gain some enemies by speaking your truth, but, check that shit at the door. Because if you've been ignored for far too long, check that shit at the door. It's time to speak your truth. The next message you got is number 7. I am brilliant. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater advantage than most. I am brilliant. I read somewhere that the black sheep of the family is usually the one to always keep it real. Not to sugarcoat anybody's bullshit, and to, so if that has been you, this is definitely your message, but it is okay. It's okay. And I feel like If you have thought about writing a memoir or a biography about yourself, go ahead and do that. Or even if you just want to journal it for yourself to see how far you've come, that's a great idea. So definitely do that. And then the back of the deck message, you have Master number 55. I am evolving. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change. I need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. And I feel like that fear is you speaking up. Okay, clean up a little bit. Let's get into tarot. And if I need any clarifiers, I'll get some, but I doubt it. But I doubt it like I'm that arrogant. The lies, I don't know. Hearing Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce. Me, myself, and I is all I got in the end, is what I found out. And I ain't no need to cry. Took a vow that from now on, I'm gonna be my own best friend. So sometimes you may need to be your own best friend, you know? You just may need to be your own best friend until, you know, sure. But just keep in mind, there are going to be, I feel like this is like, even with you speaking your truth, you're going to find out that there are so many people that want to share, that share, you know, your story and that want to support you. So just remember that. All right. And let's go ahead and get a message for pile 1, please, Spirit. Spirit, ancient ancestors, guardian angels, beings of love and light surrounding my pile 1s. What is the energy surrounding them? Oop, at this time, we have the Two of Wands, pre-Emperor mode. And this is looking out into the future and seeing what you know, what's possible, what's coming, exploration. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And so that is energy surrounding you. It's Two of Wands. So you're waiting to, so basically what's surrounding you is you coming into your power. Energy you are embodying. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is like, if you have been making progress on yourself, and I am right here with you. If you've been making progress as you have not the same person you were last week, better yet last year, and you're like, when the fuck am I going to start to see some of this come to fruition? It's coming. And that's really what that's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is coming to fruition. It is. It takes time. And again, this last little bit may be you just speaking your truth. And what is the energy that they need to, or that needs to be released? Energy that needs to be released, Spirit. Ooh, you got a lot. I'm going to go ahead and take them. You got a lot. And on the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's any queen you want to be, it's the Queen of Pentacles. She is nurturing. She is beautiful. She is strong emotionally and financially. So Queen of Pentacles is badass. Like badass on all levels. So energy that needs to be released. We got the Magician in the upright. And that is Jupiter energy. I feel like that's not Jupiter. Why did I say that? This can be Aries. Why am I drawing a blank on what that is? I know what that sign is. I'll figure it out. With the Magician of what needs to be released, let me get the rest of these out and I'll see if we'll get the message. We've got the Sun. We've got the Ten of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. This is a weird message, but I'm going to go with it. We've got the Empress, which you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress twice. That means that what I'm getting strongly from that, you may be an earth sign, or because you got a lot of earth. Could be Cancer, but I'm seeing more earth than anything else. What I'm getting strongly, and then we got the Star. This is, I'm going to say this is energy you need to be going into, not releasing. With manifestation, with the Magician, that is all about manifestation, but it's also knowing that you are the alchemist of your own life. With the Sun, it is, if you're not optimistic, if you do not see the light at the end of the tunnel, it is time to start. And focusing on gratitude. And I know, especially if you're going through some shit, it's hard to be grateful when you're going through some shit. But start small. Like, I woke up this morning. Or I love my pets. Or my kids are amazing. Start small and then grow from there. With the 10 of Cups, I feel like this is what you always wanted, was the total emotional fulfillment within a family unit. And I feel like that has always eluded you. And I feel like it's time to call in your true soul family. Because just because you was born to them people, don't mean they part of your tribe by any stretch of the imagination. With the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like balance is what you're craving. And balance is coming into your awareness. With the Empress, it is time to love on you. It is time to... I always see a pregnant woman with a womb, or with a pregnant woman with the Empress, usually depending on most of the decks. But with this, what I'm getting is, especially with all the vines on the card, surrounding, looks like a tree. And then with the rose and the thorns, this is all about protection. Protecting what is valuable to you, which is yourself. And with the Star, this is again another message with the Sun. You have the Sun and the Star. That's fucking powerful. This is all about that wish upon a star, that manifestation, whatever your goals you were working towards. They are here for you. There just may be a little tweaking of your energy that you need to fulfill that or draw that in. Or you may just be being guided to know that this too shall pass. And it won't feel so like you're in the middle of it. Like it just... And I feel like there is going to be this huge moment of... And I feel like if you don't say something, it's gonna just fucking blurt out at the worst possible time. But you'll feel like this weight has been lifted off of you immediately. So I definitely speak your truth. Speak your truth. Oh goodness. Not a bad reading though. Not a bad reading at all. So let's get some messages. A message that you got from the Rebel Oracle is rebel. Because fuck it. Seriously. Because fuck it. If sitting in silence has done absolutely nothing to help the situation, it's time to move it along in the most aggressive way you possibly can. By speaking your truth with no fucks given. Okay, from the spiritual tea we have, when you get paid, pay yourself first. You're not on this planet to pay bills and die. And if you feel like you're in a rut or in a cycle where that is all that you're doing, and when I say pay yourself first, I mean start looking into investment opportunities. Start looking into ways to come up with passive income. If you're considering going back to school to pick up something that is like, nursing or something that not only has value, but also is rewarding, it may be time to look into that. Next message you got. Letting go is hard and a slow process. Be gentle with yourself during the process. And that's self-explanatory. It is when I'm in this mode right now, and that's why I spent all day yesterday crying crying and purging like it was nobody's business. Be kind to yourself when you realize the things, as you heal and you realize the things that you accepted that you damn sure shouldn't have accepted. For me, it was staying in a relationship for 11 years with somebody that had no intentions on marrying me. And we're cool now. We co-parent. It is what it is. But, the signs were there. And I knew it. And that's where I'm at now. So, next message is sometimes you have to lose it all to find out who you really are. And I feel like if you have had people and family and friends walk away from you, even without speaking your truth, just know that not only is it okay, but you learn who they are, but you also learn how much stronger you are without them. Fuck what they say. You've got the magic and you know it. You've got all the magic and you know it. And I feel like this is something you're learning if you're not in this energy yet. This is something that you're getting to, which is good. It's a good place to be in. Budgeting is not cheap, but all them restaurant packets really are. I meant to put this in a financial, so if you had napkins and all that, hoarding that shit, come up with a plan and actually stick to it financially. If you need to see a financial advisor to find out, how to amass, not even just amass wealth. If you're just trying to be more comfortable than you are now, by like I said, having a passive source of income, either going back to school to pick up another skill to make yourself more marketable. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. And if you think you're too old, I'm 44 and started my whole life over. Don't worry about none of that shit. Your guides and angels hear you crying. Call to them. Lean on them right now and ask for signs. So if you have been like, now, not only do you need to ask for the signs, but you need to be receptive to see them. So if you were seeing, and I just saw 333. So if you're seeing 333 a lot, if you were seeing 444, 1111, these are all messages, and not every message is going to be the same. So always go into Google and go to the one you are guided to, not just the first one that pops up, but the one that you are guided to, because that's where that message is going to be for you. And then we've got a couple more. We've got 3 more. Love and light does not mean you can't get somebody right. Just stay classy though. Just be classy though. So I always say, do no harm, take no shit. Heal. So when love actually comes to you, you can accept it. And this is self-love. This is love from a partner. This is just love in general. The more we carry baggage from previous situations into new ones, you're kind of dooming that situation because you have not released anything from the past. So it's always the best. That's why I'm single now, because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Your parents could have done the best they could for you, but their choices still left you damaged. If you are in this club with me, I am loving on you, I am hugging on you, and I have actually lit some candles, and I sigiled them for Urez, and this symbol for that is strength. Can be male virility, but what I'm getting is mostly strength to keep going, because if you feel like giving up, now is not the time by any stretch of the imagination. So let's go ahead and get into some Moonology, and then I will send you on your way, my amazing pile ones. All right. And Spirit, what are the closing messages that you have for for pile 1? What is the closing messages that you have for pile 1? Beings of love and light surrounding pile 1 at this time. What is the closing message that you have? We got conclusions are within reach. And that is full moon eclipse. Why did I just start hearing total eclipse of the heart? Maybe that's what maybe that's kind of the energy that you need to be in. Like just kind of not shutting off your heart, but at least closing yourself off to people and places that no longer serve your highest good. And let's get another message, another closing message. There we go. Nothing is set in stone. And that is mutable moon. What I'm getting with that significantly is no path is all laid out for you. And whatever's going on right now, you can change that shit. As long as you're willing to step into that energy. But it all begins with you. And on the back of the deck, we have your hard work is paying off. See? So, and that is new moon in Capricorn. Again, you may be an earth sign or have earth significantly in your chart, because there's a lot of earth in the reading and definitely coming out here too. Behind that, we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So just keep going. That's the biggest message that I'm getting for you. It's not easy. And if this does resonate, please share, comment, and subscribe. Liking helps that tricky YouTube algorithm, and commenting one lets me know how it resonates. And if I have any words of wisdom or anything that I can reach out to you for, just I am still available for personal readings. They are filling up quickly, which I'm excited about. But just know the best is yet to come. So in closing, I am sending you strength, blessings, abundance, love, and light. Blessed be Pawan. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Fire Queen Tarot 1313. This is your Fire Queen, Brie, and I am coming to you with another Pick a Song Dark Goddess message. If you pick Pile 2, your message is from Cerridwen, and the message is all about inspiration. Your song is Not Ready to Make Nice by the Dixie Chicks. So if you, the Chicks, because they have changed their name, I support that fully. I still know them as the Dixie Chicks, but they're the Chicks. So if, depending on your age group, Not Ready to Make Nice was surrounding Natalie Maines had made some comments about the sitting president at the time. And people came for her. When I say they came for her, like there's this line in the song where she's like, how in the world can the words that I said send somebody so over the edge that they write me a letter telling me I better shut up and sing or my life will be over? So, and it starts off with forgive, sounds good, forget, I'm not sure I could. They say time heals everything, but I'm still waiting. I'm through with doubt. There's nothing left for me to figure out. Oh, and I can't remember the rest, but you get it. I paid a price, but I'll keep paying. I'm not ready to make nice. I'm not ready to back down. I'm still mad as hell and I don't have time to go round and round and round. It's too late to make it right. I probably wouldn't if I could, 'cause I'm mad as hell, can't bring myself to do what it is you think I should. And then it goes on to say, I know you say, can't you just get over it? It turned my whole world around, and I kind of liked it. So I'm getting strongly from this is either you have said something that has upset the balance in your world, or you are about to. And I'm getting strongly that this is a general message, so take it as it resonates. If you are ready to come out to your family, congratulations, and be unapologetic. And I'm about to cry because that's just so amazing. Or if you're about to come out, if you're practicing witch and you've been dabbling in secret and you were about to come out to the broom closet to your ultra conservative family, this is for you. So the Dark Goddess message we have is for Cerridwen is, get back to it. And yes, I am going to the book on this because I felt like it was pertinent. But with inspiration, I feel like you were being called to be inspired too. Because this is all three of these messages are all about speaking your truth in some way, shape, or form. So if you have a message that you need to, that if you were living behind the shadows of something that you really don't want to do anymore, it is time. And hopefully this will be the inspiration to start that process for you. Hubble, bubble, cast out trouble. Clear your mind now on the double. Sip of magic from her potions. Ideas inspire creative notions. By the power of the Dark Goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. Negative views have clouded your outlook. Observe your thoughts carefully. Change negative words to positive ones. Read, draw, write. Meditate to enhance your natural vision. This is a good time to start a new project. Trust your vision. Again, if you have been feeling like it is time to either just be, even if it's just venturing into something outside of something you've ever done, Spirit is definitely encouraging you to stand in that inspiration and move forward. So let's get an angel message. Guardian angels, beings of love and light surrounding my pile twos. What is their message of encouragement? The angel message of encouragement for them, please. I made my bed and I sleep like a baby with no regrets, and I don't mind say it's a sad, sad story when a mother will teach her daughter that she ought to hate a perfect stranger. How in the world can the words that I said send somebody so over the edge that they write me a letter saying that I better shut up and sing or my life will be over? So, don't shut up. Keep singing. Don't shut up at all. Keep singing. All right. Sing your story. And guardian angels, beings of love and light, we've got number 21. I am inspiring. You are highly creative with strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversations to your most prized projects. I am inspiring. And I feel like that is what is going to end up happening when you speak your truth. And it's probably going to inspire a lot of people in your life. Because whether you know it or not, I feel like people watch you hard. To try to, see how you're going to move, what you're going to do. Even if you don't feel like that, just know they are. 777, I'm in the flow. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. And there's also that message of meditating with Cerridwen. So if meditation is something that is difficult for you, there are some great guides on YouTube. If you're afraid of doing guided meditations, there's one that I found. Once you get past it, it's hilarious. It's hilarious at first, but then once you realize that this is how they're using to help guide you out of negative energy, it's called Fuck That Meditation. It's like a 5-minute self-guided meditation on YouTube. I'm going to tag it in the description because it has gotten me through. Like, if you go, you're going to laugh first. But once you actually get over how funny it sounds and you start getting into the more peaceful, serene energy that comes from it. Because look, I don't know who decided that spirituality was about, watching your mouth and not saying anything and turning the other cheek. Sometimes, and I saw this on, I want to say it was like, I think it's Aphrodite Empress. Sometimes setting a motherfucker right is the most spiritual thing you can do. Speak your truth. Just be peace with your words and actions. And then on the back of the deck, we have number 99. I am courageous. It is time to get to the work on a realization. There may be messages for you in pile 1. So definitely recommend you check that out. If not, we can keep going. It is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and yours to fulfill. Unleash your power. 99. I am courageous. And if you are planning to come out, that is one of the most courageous things that you could ever do, especially if you have an ultra conservative family. So again, I'm sending you strength and hopefully your voice will project enough to get that message out on your own and in your own time. You don't have to do this now, but if it's something you've been planning, you're definitely supported in that energy. Let's get some tarot from the Crystal Power Tarot. And then we will get into some messages from Spirit. And I will let you go. Spirit, ancient ancestors, guardian angels, please come through and help me channel the message of love and light for my pile 2. What is the message of strength for pile 2s? So 3 cards. Energy you are surrounding you. Energy that you are embodying or spirit wants you to embody. And energy that needs to be released or the spirit's calling you to step into. We'll know when it comes out. All right. Why did Earl have to die just pop up? So if this is like, and this is, I feel like this is for a small few of you, if what you have to speak on or you have to walk away from is some type of physical abuse that you have, and I'm not condoning murder because that's what all Earl Has to Die is about. Two best friends get together to kill the husband that had been beating the crap out of one of the friends. It's not easy to speak on that. And if they've painted you into a corner where you are financially dependent on them, I did a reading about start siphoning money. Like anytime they give you money for the house, open up a secondary checking account, have all that shit sent to a P.O. box. Okay, energy surrounding you. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve, and that's waiting for you at the end of speaking your truth. It's waiting for you. And we have, I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on this phone. Energy you're embodying. We have the Knight of Swords. I choose my battles carefully. And I feel like this has kind of been you playing it safe. I feel like if this is about, for those of you that resonate that this is about you coming out, I feel like this is something you've been on the fence for a long time. And I feel like you've had to choose your battles into how you move forward. But it's you can't live for them. It's time to live for you. And energy that, oh, we got the Five of Swords. I will heal myself. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So we've got Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Gemini and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these may be strongly in your chart. But what I'm getting strongly with the Knight of Swords and then the Five of Swords is this will be healing for you. It's going to be chaotic at first. Let me not tell that lie. I mean, it could go easy. But if your family's ultra conservative, this is not going to be easy. But just know you will heal from this. And we have the Moon. My intuition guides me to the right decision. And you'll know when it's right, when the right time to speak your truth. This is Cancer energy. And then behind that, we have the Eight of Wands, which is communication. So you will know when it's right to communicate that message. All right, let's get into some messages from Spirit. So I'm going to grab a Rebel message. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. It's time. These messages they were pre-shuffled from my spiritual tea deck, and we have stop ignoring your intuition. Damn. Okay, stop ignoring your intuition. If you know that you need to, if you're feeling like it's like overwhelming, or your throat keeps going in and out, that's that throat chakra trying to get clear. We had Aquarius, which I did say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So maybe in your chart or maybe somebody you're dealing with chart. And we have every time I try to tell you I love you, it comes out wrong. This is not supposed to be in this deck in any way, shape, or form. This is from my romantic connections tea. So if you are in love with somebody that is like if you are interested in somebody that you're not sure is same sex, or if you are interested in somebody that this is confusing and that it's coming through really muddled. So just know that if you are contemplating on telling somebody you love them, or if somebody's contemplating telling you, matter of fact, yeah, I feel like somebody is contemplating on telling you they love you. If you don't reciprocate, you don't reciprocate. It is what it is. But I feel like they don't know how to tell you this by any stretch. And I feel like that's why I kept getting my words jumbled, is because I didn't know how to fucking articulate what they were trying to say. What triggers us is what is unhealed in us. So if you are noticing that things are triggering you more and more, that's definitely a sign that there is something that still needs to be healed in you. Virgo, maybe in your chart, you did get that one Earth card, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you may have Earth in your chart. There are parts of this journey that are meant to be alone, and that is okay too. And it really is. Because it can help you see clearly on things that you had not seen before. So sometimes go in hermit mode, which is Virgo energy, not always a bad thing. Being spiritual isn't always love and light. And that's okay too. And it is. Just because you're all about the love and light don't mean you can't get a motherfucker right. I love when I do that. Oh, and if cursing is not for you, I am not your reader. But it's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of readers that keep it PG and G. I'm not one of them people. No one is keeping score but you. Let go. And this is for a lot of that negative self-chatter. And look, affirmations are great, but faith without work is dead. And that's the one thing that I got from the Bible. You have to match the universe. And if you just saying, oh, I'm healed from this, or, oh, that's not enough. You got to do the work. If you are carrying around, things that have happened with, like, I'm here in high school, it's definitely time to let that go, because most of them motherfuckers have receding hairlines and babies they can't control. So yeah, let all that go. 9 times out of 10, you were doing way better than anybody you went to high school with, especially if you were picked on. So yeah, don't worry about that. And then we have, often more damage is done by holding on than letting go. Strong messages about letting go. So the lessons you have gone through are no accident. They have all been preparation for your ascension. You speaking your truth is definitely a part of your soul's mission. And again, whether that be coming out, whether that be coming out of the closet, the broom closet, speaking on fucked up family paradigms, it's time. It's time. And even if you think that it's going to fall on deaf ears, at least you said it. Clean up a little bit. We're going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to do get a message from Witch's Wisdom, and then I'm going to let you go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. That perfect girl is gone. Here I'll stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Funny how some distance make everything. Yeah, I'm going there with Frozen. I sure am. And what? All right. Spirit, what is the closing message that you have for my pile twos? What is the closing? Oh, you had one fly out. Water, cleansing. Strongly getting spiritual baths. Even if you live near a body of water, sometimes even just being near it. If you do work with the goddess of the ocean, Yamaye, then this is definitely your calling to connect with water. And if you can't get to an actual body of water, a spiritual bath with healing salts can definitely do a lot of good for your energy. What I do for my spiritual baths is I do sigil everything, because I want to cleanse the stuff before I get, because anytime you buy stuff in a store, it's coming with a lot of different energies. It's always good to cleanse. I sigil everything for its intent. So if I'm doing a spiritual bath, I will but if I'm doing a love bath, spiritual bath, I will sigil it with Venus, Aphrodite, things like that. And you got one more. Book of Shadows, Secret. Something's coming over me. My baby's got a secret. So if you are a practicing witch, this is for my practicing witches out there. If you've been neglecting your Book of Shadows, and I am stepping on my own toes in this, because I have spells all over the place that I have not added to my Book of Shadows yet by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm stepping on my own toes too. But if you have been slacking on your book, maybe a time to take a quiet day to do that. Get you some tea. I always either do lavender or chamomile, when I'm working in my book of shadows. One, to help bring in that calming energy, but two, to because lavender can also help with intuition. So, and then on the back of the deck we have Spirit Initiation, and this may be more or less Spirit calling you. Is it initiation? This is Spirit calling you to develop a more spiritual based practice. And then behind that we have Alchemist, because you are the alchemist of your life if you so choose to be. So in closing, my amazing pile twos, and if this does resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. Liking does help that tricky YouTube algorithm. Commenting lets me know, one, how it resonates, and two, if you like me doing readings like this. And three, subscribing just helps me grow, and it helps build the community. So I'm sending you hugs, and if you do end up coming out, just know, if your family don't accept you, I'm your family now, okay? I'm your family now. So I am sending you strength, courage, blessings, abundance, love and light. Blessed be, my loves. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Fire Queen Tarot 1313. This is your Fire Queen, Brie, and I'm coming to you with another Dark Goddess Pick a Song message. The channeled song that you got, so if you chose pile 3, your channeled song is Wide Awake by Katy. And the goddess that you chose was Medea, and that is, the message is deception. Now, this whole song about, the song itself is basically about waking up to something that was wrong. Either in a connection in your life, but it's just waking up and realizing. I'm also hearing Chained to the Rhythm by Katy Perry as well, which is also about waking up and seeing the matrix for what it is. So let's get your Dark Goddess message. And yes, I'm without my glasses, because I've come to the realization in my not so youthfulness that I can't see up close anymore with my glasses on. I can't see far away either. And bifocals definitely give me a headache. So it's just easier to do it like this. Bear with me. All right. Yeah, I'm falling from cloud 9. All right. So the Dark Goddess message is, and yes, this is coming from the book, because I feel like there is pertinent messages that you need on top of. So if you feel like that little voice in the back of your head is telling you something just ain't right, you need to listen, especially if this is within a connection. Web of lies, life of deceit, truth reveals who's a cheat. Ensnared within a dangerous game, live in light or face shame. By the power of the Dark Goddess in me, protection in place. Blessed be. And the foresight, you are having the wool pulled over your eyes. Honesty will be the best policy when applying for a new job. Speak up even if you are alone. Others will support you. Be thorough with paperwork. Sign nothing until you are absolutely sure. So if you are getting into something like either buying a new home, or, and I feel like buying a new home is significant. Read everything. If you're one that skims, because I'm one that skims, but I worked in the financial industry for almost 12 years. Actually longer than that, it was like almost 15. So I can skim a lot of things because I have that background. If you don't have that background, read everything so you don't get fucked. All right, so let's get an angel message for you. Here I'm falling from cloud 9. And in the video, which I am going to put in the description with the song, there's this scene where like this prince walks up to her, and he's kind of like, you know, in simulation of promising her love and happiness. He's got his fingers crossed behind his back. Matter of fact, I may tag that one in this as well. Fingers Crossed by Lauren Spencer Smith. Great song, by the way. I just heard it last night. I think she was on American Idol, but it's a really, really good song. So you might want to check that out, because there may be messages for you in there. But let's get an angel message. So guardian angels, beings of love and light that are surrounding my pile 3s, what is the message of encouragement that you have for them today? Till I woke up on the concrete, falling from cloud 9. So if you felt like you fell hard for a motherfucker, and it left you like hurt and disillusioned, just know that rejection was indeed protection, because it was probably an asshole and saved you from a lot of grief. Or if you ended up going through some grief, and I get that. Like, you see signs, but they're a good person, or no, we can make it work. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, because all it does is waste your time, and it enables their fuckery. Till I woke up on the concrete. Number 27, I am expressive. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression, and you want to improve the conditions of the people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. I am expressive. And basically that's self-explanatory. If you feel like you have, like, if somebody feels like they're getting over on you and you've slept on that shit, it's time to put that MF in their place. For real, for real. All right, let's get another message for my pile threes, please, guardian angels. And if you are feeling like you're just needing an extra boost of protection, Archangel Michael is very good for that. So, and for some of you may already be in your awareness, and you may be aware of him and are communicating, and so just know protection is there for you. Number 21, I'm expiring. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from sparkling conversations to your most prized projects. I feel like this came out in another reading. So you may have more than one message in another pile. And one more. See, your message is centered around wide awake, but I keep hearing change of the rhythm. So, and the biggest part of the song that just keeps looping is, are we crazy living our lives through the lens? Trapped in our way, picket fence, like ornaments. We're so comfortable, we cannot see the trouble. Trouble so comfortable, something like that. I may tag that as well. But your next message is number 2. I'm diplomatic. You have a great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation. Advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic. And I feel like there is probably, Spirit is calling on a diplomatic way for you to let this person know you see through their fuckery. The song that I was going to go with was Right Through You by Alanis Morissette. And I feel like both of them have the same message. And then we've got number 12, I am visionary. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. I am visionary. There's not some energy you're in. This is some energy that Spirit is definitely calling for you to be in. See past your circumstances and see away and see through them. If it's all a block in communication, speak your truth. That's what all 3 of these piles are about. Speaking your truth. So, like I said, you have allowed things to go on for far longer than, it's time to be vocal. All right, let me clean up. We're going to get into tarot, and then I'm going to get some messages from Spirit. Not losing any sleep. And I feel like if you are losing sleep, that shit's about to come to an end. And I feel like once you say what you need to say, it's going to come a lot easier. Letting them know that you refuse to be disillusioned by anything that they have said. This is the only deck that I have reversals in that I use today. So I will see if I'm being called. We're going to do a 3-card reading. Energy that is surrounding you. Energy that Spirit is calling you to. Energy that you are embodying or Spirit is calling you to embody. And then energy that needs to be released or that Spirit is wanting you to step into. We'll see how the cards come out. Spirit, ancient ancestors, guardian angels, please come through and help me channel the message for pile 3. Messages of love and light, beings of love and light that are surrounding my pile 3s. What is the message that you have for them? Energy surrounding them. Maybe you love Katy Perry, because I just started hearing Part of Me. We've got the 10 of Wands, and this is all about burdens. So you've got a lot of burdens that are surrounding you, and I feel like one of them is You not speaking your truth. And then we've got energy you are embodying or spirit wants you to embody. We've got the sun, but it came out in the reverse. And I feel like regardless of whether this is upright or reverse, this is still one of the most positive cards in tarot. I feel like what you were being guided to recognize is to try to see the silver lining in you speaking your truth. Whether it's going to be a burden lifted from you, whether it's going to be because the truth always comes out. What's done in the dark always comes to light. It's just when are you going to be willing to shine that light on that shit? And we've got the Chariot in reverse. This is Cancer energy. And with that being in the reverse for energy that Spirit is calling you to either step into or be aware of, I'm definitely going to say that forward movement, if with the Chariot being in reverse, that means that there's a blockage in forward movement, whether it be communication, whether it be like anything that you do, like if you there seems to be blockages, there's a reason why, and it's either that something's not being addressed or that you just have not said what you need to say to bring this to fruition. On the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, which is Nine of Cups in the upright is all about wish fulfillment. So you could be a water sign, a lot of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the Sun. I feel like that's Leo energy. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So basically what Spirit is calling you to, and with wish fulfillment being in the reverse, I feel like this is something that you put a lot into, and it's hard to walk away from something you've invested. Like, I mean, like shit, I invested 11 years in a relationship and it went nowhere. But that's on, I mean, I have to take some personal accountability. The signs were there. I knew this man was not ready to marry me. I knew this man was not ready to move forward, but I held on because I wanted to see the best. And then my black ass woke up. I mean, he's a good dude. I mean, you know, at his core, we just didn't work. So it is what it is. But I should have been willing to walk away before I did. And the fact that I didn't is what caused me the setbacks and the setbacks that I'm having now. All right. So messages from Spirit. Rebel Oracle can be a little rough. So, but what I got is you are giving away your power. You're badass. Act like it. And not speaking is giving away your personal power. Sleeping on things that you know damn well are wrong and that you just don't need to accept in any way, shape, or form. Speak up. Speak up. It's time. So we've got evolution never stops. Same with growth. So growth and progression are, healing is linear, but once you start the process, it will never stop. And you shouldn't want it to. Like things that you accepted that you know that you shouldn't have, that you deserve better than, that are just simply unworthy of you. It's time to recognize those things. Look at where there may be some personal accountability that, and it may have been lower vibrational energy that made you accept these things, but if you're not in that energy anymore, it's definitely time to start walking away from those things. And we have, it's very healthy to walk away from toxic family members without a second thought. So if there are any family members, and this includes parents and children, if you have done everything that you possibly can, but they refuse to either meet you in that energy or they refuse to take any personal accountability for anything that they have done, just walk away, boy or girl, because they love is hurting you. But you know, some people just don't know how to love, and that's not an excuse, but you don't have to tolerate that shit either. And we have, the lesson is always the hardest right before the breakthrough. Keep going. If you are pushing towards a goal, if you were and sometimes the universe will throw the most fucked up obstacles in your way to see how bad you want something and to see if you're going to quit. Because, you know, you can say all day, I'm about something, but sometimes the universe got to make you prove it. And sometimes that proof is fucked up. But it helps you get to the best possible version of yourself. So in the end, it'll just make you stronger. And we've got, if you don't love yourself, Your quest for love will always end in heartache. So the first law of nature is self-preservation. But if you do not love yourself, meaning as if you are with somebody that, takes fucked up snide shots at you, or they give like backhanded comments that neg you and shit like that. If you don't love yourself if you don't love yourself enough to walk away, then they aren't either. They're never going to love you. And then they're just not, because they're incapable of love them. They're damn so. You are not the mistakes of your past. You are so much stronger than that. And I feel like that is what we have been talking about this whole time. I did pre-shuffle these and I did not look at them because I wanted to be just as surprised as you are. But I love when this shit happens, when everything coincides with what we're talking about. Your loved ones, angels, and guides are with you right now. And this is going to my people that feel that feel alone. Like, especially if this relationship was everything to you and it's no longer something that is in your awareness. Just know that rejection really is protection. It really is. And I know it doesn't, in the middle of it, it doesn't feel like it. But when you realize like how fucked up they really were to you and how little you accepted, it'll get a lot easier. What you have survived would have broken most. And I definitely believe that. Whether that be from childhood, whether that be from, through a relationship, whether it just be through life in general, what you have survived would have probably buckled most. So be proud of that. Like, for real, be proud of it. I know it sucks to go through it, but be proud of it. Last message is, it hurts now, but rejection is protection. Oh shit! Okay. So yes, and rejection is protection. I strongly do believe that. Let me clean up a little bit. I love when that happens. Until gravity hurt, but it's so sweet. Until I woke up on the concrete, falling from cloud nine, crashing from the high. I'm letting go tonight. Yeah, I'm falling from cloud nine. Castles crumbling. I don't know. I mean, I just totally lost my train of thought. So, in closing, let's get a message from Spellcasting, Oracle deck, and Spirit, Ancient Ancestors, Guardian Angels, Beings of Love and Light surrounding pile 3. What is the message, what's the closing message for them today? All right. Closing message for pile 3, please. Oh, we got 2. Reconciliation and talent. And let's get one more. Oh, we got 2 more. Protection. And I think I said earlier that you were protected. And then we got spirit guides, which I also mentioned. Your guides are surrounding you. If you are not familiar with who they are, you definitely have guides. And then animals. I'm also feeling that an animal may be a familiar for you. With talent, I feel like there is something that you do that has been brought to the forefront that your spirit is encouraging you to embark on. And you know what this is. Like, I know this was mine. For me, it was tarot. It was tarot, spirituality, and just because I wasn't fulfilling myself in banking in any way, shape, or form. And I wasn't happy in banking in any way, shape, or form. So, and we also have reconciliation. What I'm getting strongly from this, especially with the 2 images that look similar, I'm feeling like this is a reconciliation with yourself. Recognizing how much stronger that you are than what you've been through, and basically empowering yourself through that. And that may be the talent that, Spirit is calling you to embark on. So if you have a story that is compelling, definitely might be time to speak on that, or write a book. That you may have messages in pile 1 as well. So just in case. And then with protection, like I said, you are protected. You are protected and divinely guided. And with this, I'm also getting that if you are expecting I feel like this may be a rainbow baby. And this may be like if you were in a twin flame connection, and if you were older than you should be by having a baby, just know you were protected in that. Because like like if you're like late 40s, early 50s, and you find out that you're pregnant, just know that you are protected in that. And that birth is it's welcomed. Now, this may be a spirit baby that has not come into awareness for you yet, if you are on the twin flame journey. And then with spirit guides, if you have not been relying on the guides that are in your energy, it is time for you to connect and allow that the healing energy from your guides to come in. Well, my pile threes, this felt more relationship-ish, but again, this is all about speaking your truth. So if you have been in a relationship for a long time with just minimal effort on their part, it's time to speak your truth, because you are wide awake to their fuckery and shenanigans. So in closing, I am sending you courage, strength, blessings, abundance, and love and light. Blessed be pile 3.